Yo, what is up, Haunters? Steel Vico here, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, it's the 100 sub special. Thank you guys so much for 100 subs, and let's see 100 more. How about? Before I start this video off, I just want to shout out the Steel Nervous channel. Be looking for that. I know I haven't uploaded on there for a long time. There might be a new video uploaded on there within the next couple of weeks, possibly. If not, then that probably means I abandoned the idea. Just a video you can check out if you want. You don't have to. I don't know if the channel is even going to be active after that, but I just felt like shouting out that I'll be posting on there soon. Also, Spirit Sneak Peek video playlist. Go check that out in my channel as well. My most recent video, and I don't want to try to shout out my channel too much, but my most recent video hasn't been doing too well at all. The Uncle Charlie video, I'm satisfied with the results in that one for now. But the most recent Jumping Spider one, just go check out that video, guys. I felt like I did some good commentary. And, you know, I worked pretty hard to get that video out. So, just check it out. Just watch a little bit of it. Or watch the whole thing. Just check it out. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into the 100 sub special. And, which is going to be, I haven't even said what I'm going to do yet. Well, you already know if you saw my video, my initial thank you. But basically, I'm going to be explaining how I became a haunter. And I'm going to start from the very beginning. So, ever since I was a little kid, I loved Halloween. I always seemed to love the Halloween decorations, and, you know, I loved playing with them, going to my grandma's house on Halloween, trick-or-treating. It was like my favorite thing. I loved doing it. So much, in fact, that my parents would call me the boy who loved Halloween. And this is, you know, from very, very early age. So I would love dressing up, you know, Party City costumes. I'd make my own costumes, that kind of stuff. By make my own, I mean back then my parents would make it for me, but I'd have some pretty unique ideas, if I do say so myself. And, so, yeah, I make my own costumes, and I apologize, a lot of the stuff I don't have any clips to show you, but, yeah, anyway, so I love dressing up, making my own costumes, that kind of stuff, and I had a lot of fun doing that, but then as years went on, and I'll admit, I used to be kind of a bit of a chicken, which is weird, but I don't want to say it was like a bipolar thing, like a bipolar relationship with Halloween, but that's kind of what it was. Because as I got a little bit older, my relationship with Halloween started to change and go back and forth from year to year. Like, let's say 1 year, I would love Halloween again. I love seeing the decorations. Halloween, I'd have the time of my life. But then the next year, I'd be absolutely terrified of the Halloween decorations. I wouldn't go anywhere near them. In fact, just to share you a little bit of connection to Spirit Halloween, because everyone loves Spirit Halloween, right? The Clown Train, in fact, was the year that they were doing it, which is kind of too bad because of, you'll understand at the end of the story, but I was terrified that year. I went in, saw the clowns, and I don't actually have any specific fear of clowns, just of the decorations in general at the time, and I was so scared. I got through the entrance, got a few feet in, and ended up turning around and going back to the car on my own when my dad and brother just went in and looked around. That's how terrified I would be sometimes. And then, you know, the year after, perfectly fine with Halloween, loved it. I was kind of bipolar with it for a while. That's not the right word, and I apologize for misusing it, but that's kind of the easiest term I can think of at the moment. And then, eventually it started to become a complete fear of Halloween decorations in general, and it was less of me going back and forth. I just was scared of them. And, well, it's going to be kind of a weird timeline here. But basically, so then I decided to face my fears. And the best way to do that, become a haunter. But it wasn't like a direct thing about that. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch YouTube videos of the animatronics. I'm going to slowly desensitize myself. And I'll come back to that in a minute. So, now I need to talk about the history of my channel. My channel was created on August 19th of 2005, complete on accident. I clicked a button, ended up creating a channel. I I forget when my first upload is. I forgot to write that down. By the way, if I ever look over, I just have a few dates, important dates to remember. I don't want this to be scripted, just so I remember things. So I kind of uploaded a few random videos here and there, and then I kind of did some Roblox for a little bit, and now I think I took the videos are no longer available for you guys to watch. I apologize if you're curious, but I did yeah. So I did Roblox for a little bit. And then I did Roblox for a while, made some Roblox videos, and basically it was just kind of me messing around on there. I play different gameplay with my brother. You might remember it if you've been with the channel for a while. And yeah. So yeah, I did Roblox for a little bit, and then after a while I still played it. But I was like, you know what, I need to do a content change. Wasn't doing very, very great. Nobody was really watching my videos or interacting other than my friends. Yeah, I got like 50 views on most of them over time for some reason. I don't know how that happened. But I think I have no explanation for that. So I would do Roblox for a little bit. And then my next, I would call it passion, but it was more of a, at the time it was just a little hobby, I guess. So then I switched over to Nerf with my friends because I started talking to one of my friends, and he is known as Steel Commando. If you see the Steel Nerfers YouTube channel, which is still available, you can watch those videos. Apparently it got marked as made for kids on accident, so comments are turned off. Hopefully if I can access the channel, I'll actually turn off the made for kids thing, because that's a complete mistake. But basically, I started doing Nerf because one of my friends said he liked doing Nerf, and I had a small Nerf collection, as I'm sure most kids do. Well, I mean, maybe not most kids, but, you know, a majority of American kids might know what Nerf is, and a lot of them have at least a small collection. So, anyway, I started making Nerf videos. I had a few put on my Steel Vico channel that you're watching right now. And then I would start doing videos from the then I'd start uploading videos on the Steel Nerfers, and I would mostly focus on that channel for, I don't know, like, maybe half a year at most. It wasn't very long, didn't last very long, and looking back on some of the videos now, they actually do have quite a few views, surprisingly, but I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore, so I kind of just let it kind of die out a little bit. It did get quite a few views from all of the channels that from all of the stuff I've worked on. In total, that was probably my most well-performing videos on some of there, but I didn't get very many subscribers, and that's, and so, you know, I kind of ended up giving up on that for a little bit, and I might do a few videos here and there on there, but I'm not going to really be dedicated to that channel. So, now I'm so sorry for this jumping back and forth thing, but, so, then, like I said, this was when I was younger, I decided I wanted to make my own haunts, but they weren't haunts at the time, just decorating my haunted house. So, basically, I would want to decorate my house in a primitive way. I wasn't very old at the time. Spirit Halloween was definitely around, but I had no idea what haunting was at the time. I didn't know all that much about Spirit. In fact, I don't think I knew anything, but I wanted to decorate just 'cause, right? I mean, it's fun, obviously. If you're watching my channel, it's likely you are into haunting, you get it. So, back in the day, what my characters were old clothes, old work gloves, and the heads were milk jugs that I drew on with permanent markers. Now, this is actually the only surviving head I have from my original, if you want to call it haunts, even though they weren't haunts at the time. I unfortunately ended up cutting the back off a while ago. I don't know why I did that, but that happened. And so they would just slide onto a piece of wood, and they'd be clothes, just very, very basic looking characters. And you can see that my haunts have definitely come a long way from that. This isn't even done, but, you know, just look at the comparison. You can see the difference. So, basically, I unfortunately don't have any pictures of that either. If I did, I would have shown that here. I would have shown, you know, what these characters look like. But basically, that's all they were. You know, we'd take fake bugs, we'd throw them in the grass, even though no one would see them, for trick-or-treaters. And that was what I like to do. It was just fun. We did that for a year or two. Then I kind of got disinterested for a little bit. And now comes the actual main part of this here. Around September 30th of 2017 is when I uploaded my first Haunter video. The reason for that is what I'm going to explain right now. And so, as I said before, I started having a big fear of Halloween, right? Spirit Halloween animatronics. So I decided I was going to face that fear by watching some videos, watching some, like, Spirit Halloween videos. So I subscribed to their channel, and the first video I saw that got me started down a rabbit hole that ultimately changed this channel to what it was today was a video on Spirit Halloween that was the teaser for the Static Hazmat Zombie. I believe that video was actually recently uploaded at the time, so I ended up seeing it. Was one of the first people to maybe see the teaser, I can't remember for sure. And I was like, man, that's really cool. And so I started watching more, and here is the shout-out section where I'm going to be shouting out some of my inspirations. Then I started saying, hey, well, I want to find out more about this stuff. Spirit Halloween, I stumbled upon the YouTube channel HTJ Halloween. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know who HTJ Halloween is. He makes these amazing haunt walkthroughs, haunted houses, buys animatronics and stuff, and I watched it and I just absolutely loved it. I ended up watching a whole bunch of videos that night because I was just up and I was just watching them. And so I was watching that and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it myself. And so I ended up on September 30th of 2017, I uploaded my first video called Decorating for Halloween Day 1. And that was just using my old decorations my grandma had given me over the years just because I had them. We decorated. And I thought it was just going to be a thing I was going to do on the side of my YouTube channel, and I was going to continue doing Roblox or Nerf. And I really liked it. I really liked doing it. And I started going on Instagram with my Steel Vico Haunts, which you should check out. I haven't posted on there in a while, but if you haven't already, go take a look. And I started talking to some haunters. And this is another shout-out part. I started talking to people like Haunt Channel and Alexia Wicho, and they were really nice people. And I recommend you go check out their channels and their Instagrams as well. They're really nice. And that's kind of how I learned more about props and how the haunting works. So special thanks to those guys. Special thanks to HTJ Halloween. You guys are the best. Those guys are the best. Links to their channels down below. Be sure to check them out. And so then I uploaded that video, and then it started to stick. I started to really like what I was doing, and I decided, you know what, that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the foreseeable future on my channel. And so I started making these quality props and characters such as Eddie, who's over there, you can't see him. And I started buying some props, and then I learned more about Spirit, and the rest is basically documented on my channel. You saw what happened. I made more stuff, bought more stuff to make characters, bought Jackstraw, and yeah, so that is how I became a haunter. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. So that is how I became a haunter, and if you like this video, and you like the haunting I'm doing, and all the decorating and stuff, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, check out my teaser video once again, the video where I looked at the Spirit Halloween teasers, please, and yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, and thank you so much for 100 subscribers once again.